Hmm. So today we will discuss data types. Then we will see DDL commands. So DDL commands. So data types, SQL Server. So we have integer data types, character data types, decimal data types, date data types, currency. So these are data types in SQL Server. Okay. So if you go for integer data types, so we have tiny int. Give me two. So integer data types we have tiny int, small int, big int. Okay, so tiny int occupies 1 byte, 1 byte memory. Small int 2 bytes, int 4 bytes, big int 8 bytes. Okay. Same way we have character data types or string data types you can say. So we have char, NVarchar. So
Char, Varchar, NVarchar, NVarchar.
Okay. So the difference between char and varchar is fixed length data type. Fixed length data type. This is variable length data type. So each character occupies 1 byte here. Here also same, each character occupies 1 byte space. So if you go for nchar, so this is fixed length Unicode string. Okay. So each character occupies 2 bytes. Here variable length Unicode string. Here also one character occupies 2 bytes. So as per usage, you can get this size. Okay, let's say char and the difference between char and varchar. So yesterday we spoken. If you declare a char of 10, so even if you specify insert only 4 characters, it will occupy 10 bytes. Okay, if you go for varchar, so based on usage, even though if you declare 1,000 also, if you use the 4 characters, it will occupy 4 bytes memory only. So same way, what is difference between char and nvarchar means it is non-Unicode data type. Okay, code data type. So here also non-Unicode data type. Okay. So you can see difference, right? Char and varchar. So pixel length, variable length. So if anybody asks char and nvarchar, so it is non-Unicode and Unicode. So we can convert to we cannot convert to regional languages, but we can convert regional languages. Can we convert to regional languages? So cannot non-Unicode cannot convert to. So only non-Unicode data types we can convert. Okay. So this is pixel length. This is variable length. Okay. So when difference between char and nchar, so we need to say, so we cannot convert to regional languages and we can convert to regional languages if we declare nvarchar or nchar. So it is non-Unicode. It is Unicode data type. So we have decimal data type. So decimal data types we have numeric, precision point and scale. Okay, so we need to specify uh, how many digits we want to have after decimal place. Okay, so float we have, decimal we have. Okay, so float occupies 4 bytes, decimal occupies 8 bytes memory. Even numeric also 8 bytes space it is going to occupy. Okay. So boolean we have bit, okay, 0 or 1, true false. So 0 or 1 we can use. Currency data type money, small money. Okay, so small money occupies 2 bytes, money occupies 4 bytes. I think. Okay, these are data types in SQL Server. Okay. So we are going to use in I mean at the time of creating tables or conversion operations. So we can use. So let's see DDL statement. Okay, DDL data definition language. So so name itself we are going to create definitions. Okay, which can be any database objects can be created through DDL commands. Data definition language. So we have database objects. Okay, DB objects. So what we have tables, view, synonym, stored procedures, functions, triggers. So like this we have database objects. So any database if you want to, I mean any object if you want to create, you need to have DDL commands. So the DDL commands are, okay, so we have DDL command. Okay, create, alter, drop, truncate. So by using this DDL commands, we can create any of the objects above we have mentioned, right? So even schemas also database objects. Okay. So this we can create. So SQL is a syntactical language, so we need to follow syntax. So let's say if we want to create table, so we need to follow the syntax. Create table, table name. So user defined table name. Let's say I'm treating my table name is employee, and we need to open bracket and we need to specify the column name and data type. So I have employee number is one of the column. Okay, and data type I need to decide what type of values you want to store. Based on that you can use the data types. So employee number int, employee name, so I want to I mean enter the character values. Okay, or any character or alphanumeric values can be entered by using varchar or character data types. Okay, I'm going to use varchar of 100. Okay, salary I want to use numeric, so 10 comma 2. Department number, so I'm going to use smaller values. Maybe I can use tiny int. Okay, so by using this we can create the table. So if you want to start with creating tables, you need to install SQL Server software. Okay, once you install, so we can access through SQL client. Okay, which is nothing but SQL Server Management Studio. So I already installed in my laptop. you can go start menu, you can type SSMS. So SQL Server Management Studio. So you can click on this SQL Server, or I have icon here, so I can open through this. So this is client software. By using this, we can connect to the server that can be running in same machine or network machine. So you should have a permission to access that server. Once you get access, you can easily connect. Okay. So here database engine we need to create. It is database. So there are other services too. Okay, analysis services, reporting services, integration services. But as of now, we need database engine server type. So, okay, so and server name. If it is local, you can give dot. Otherwise, we can give server name. So by default, I am getting my server local server name. So here two types of authentications we have. Okay, one Windows authentication, the other one is SQL Server authentication. Windows authentication means you should have Windows privileges. Okay, so as a Windows login, so your user ID is mapped to the SQL Server. Okay, Windows user ID. Then you can log in through Windows authentication. If not, they are going to provide SQL Server access. Okay, so anyway this is used to connect to the server. So anyway we are in the Windows users, so we can connect from Windows authentication. Okay, or if you want to connect multiple servers also you can connect. Okay, let's say we have a dev stage or production UAT servers, so then you can connect to multiple servers. Okay, within same client. Okay, I can connect, but I don't have any other servers. So only one server I have. I am not able to connect. If you connect, so one more icon you can get here. Okay, which is related to the other server. Okay, now you see here, this is SSMS. Here we are going to connect through database engine. Like this you have connected. So we have databases here. So if you click on databases, you can see system databases. You no need to work on the system databases. So automatically when you install the software, automatically master, model, MSDB, tempdb, like this we have four databases will be automatically we are getting. Okay, so master is a heart of the server. So for the server, master is a heart. Okay, so model is it is a template database. Okay, let's say if you want to create your own databases, okay, user databases, you need to have model database. Okay, MSDB. So MSDB all I mean login information, SQL Server agent information, or I mean if you want to send emails, okay, email configuration also we can do by using MSDB. So if you see tables in MSDB, you can see here. So any, I mean DBA related, okay, even partitioning and backup related information also you can get in MSDB. So we will see that later point of view. Okay, and tempdb for temporary tables we can create in tempdb. So like this we have four database. They have different purpose. Okay, so let's move on. User database, we can create any user database by using right click, new database, or you can use create database name. Okay, so let's say SQL server I'm just creating. So by default, we have two types of files will be there when we go for database creation. So by default, we can have two types of files. Okay, one is master data file. The extension is MDF. Okay, dot MDF. So log data file dot log. Okay, so these two files will be created. So usually if you want to save your data Excel. Okay, so how you are going to open? By using Excel application only, right? So if you have Excel software, then only you can open that Excel file and see. Same way, this is also file only. It is storing backend file .mdf file. Your data is going to store in .mdf file. How you can access this .mdf file? Through your client software. So through SSMS only you can access, through servers you can access. Okay, so by default in this location, it is going to store. Okay, let me take this path, we'll see. So this is initial size. If you want to increase your file size, or auto growth will be there. So you can see by 1 MB unlimited space. Okay, if you have disk space, automatically it will increase automatically. Okay, log file, any log file also having some data but not related to master data. What we are inserting, that data won't be available in master data, but whatever users, this many users, this rows inserted, that log information will be stored under this file. Okay, so even instead of let's say I have same SQL Server DB, but my file size, my disk size is 50 GB. It is completed. So I want to add one more disk. Okay, that is one more disk. If I want to add, so that time I can go for secondary data file. Okay, but we should have one master data file. We can have multiple secondary data files. Okay, as per your data grows, we can create multiple secondary data files. So .mdf and .ldf, .ndf. So we have three types of file groups are there. Hmm, SQL Server. So one MDF master data file, another one LDF log data file, the third one NDF secondary data file. Okay, so right now we no need secondary data file. So when we create, automatically these two will be created. Okay, these files we can see that location. So even master model also we have same data files. Okay, so if I see here master .mdf you can see, and master log file .ldf. Okay, model msdb also you have mdf msdb log file. So like this you can have .mdf file and .ldf file. By default we can get this. Okay, so when your data size, database size is growing, automatically log file size also growing. Okay, that time we can string the log files. We can string compress your mdf or ldf files. So that even dba also can do. You no need to worry about right now. So when you create new database, automatically this mdf and ldf files will be created. Okay, yeah, yeah, when you create, automatically mdf ndf, your actual data is going to store here. Yeah, so say for same database, if you want to store some tables in secondary data file, which is going, so that we can add that file code NDF. Okay, so anyway, you no need to bother about this. Why? Because this is DBA task. Okay, so they can manage backups, restores, and creating NDF files. Okay, those things. But we, as a developer, we should learn. So how to use? We need to learn how to code SQL concepts, SQL queries, those things. How to create database object. Those we need to learn. Okay, right now. So for each day we have seen system databases and user databases we can create. Even we have created it SQL Server DB. So there is no files right now. I mean tables. Okay. If you see, we have system views, system tables like that. Okay. By default, if we create automatically system related views will be created in each database. Okay, that you can use for different purpose. Okay, so even programmability, stored procedure functions we can see here. Synonyms is nothing but alias name, so if you create automatically you can see here. Okay, tables also you can see here. Okay, so if you want to query, if you want to execute your commands, so you can go for new query. Okay, so we have so many databases in this server. So on which database if you want to query, that need to be point. Okay, you can click on respective database and right click new query, or you can new query it. Okay, this is workspace where we can execute our commands. Okay, so if I want to execute my command, so create table definition in other database, you can use that. Okay, or if you want to write through execute through command, okay, use SQL Server DB, go, so execute. So it is pointed now. Before it was a different database, but after you executed, okay, so now you have a command, right? So in one notepad plus create table command. So by using this we can create the table. So my syntax is correct. So the one more thing, in each database, so the table names are unique. Okay, each database table names are unique, so you cannot create any duplicate table names, and each table column names are unique. So we cannot create any duplicate column names in same table. So which means the employee number already I have given one time. So again employee number I cannot give. Okay. So the one more thing. So we cannot prefix any numeric values before table name or before column name. Okay. So if you want to have multiple words like EMP number, EMP space number, so you can use bracket. Then this is treating as a single column. Okay, if any space between two words, okay, of the column, so you need to use brackets. So otherwise, if you don't want to use brackets, you can go for underscore. So underscore is going to concatenate two words. Okay, so hyphen won't work. Okay, underscore. Okay, so you have to use. So you cannot prefix any numbers. You can see error message. Okay. So you can add in between first you need to add character, then you can add anything. Okay, so it is working. Okay, so that is up to you. Okay, but you cannot prefix numbers. So now I am creating. So you can select the command and execute it. Okay, now you can refresh your database tables. So here refresh button you can see. You can refresh it. So table is created. Okay. So if you want to see information about table, so somebody created, but if you want to see information, you can use sp underscore help table name. Let's say this is employee, so we can sp underscore help employee. So we can have details about this table. Okay. So if you see here, oh, sorry, you can see employee. It is user table. Okay, created on this time. Okay, time frame. Okay, columns we have integer. You can see length 4. Okay, and nullable, that will be null values, we can discuss later. Okay, you can see this 4. Employee number we given 100, right? So the length is 100. Each each character occupies 1 byte. So numeric it is going to occupy 9 bytes. Department number, it is tiny int. Okay, 1 byte. Okay, if you create, if you want to add any additional columns, so you can go for alter statement, alter table. So it is case insensitive language, no need to worry about it. Caps are small. Okay, so employee and date of birth, or and address. So address is I am going to add as a NVarchar of 20 or 200. So I can add multiple columns also by separating comma. So if we want to add multiple columns, we can add. Okay, zip, zip. So we can fix. We cannot enter more than 6. Okay. So if I use int, they can add in. More than 6 characters, right? 6 digits. Okay. Integer is 4 bytes, but the numbers we can insert more than 5 characters. So I cannot precede more than 6, exceed for more than 6 characters. 6 digits. So if you go for your zip code 516 325 something, like this. So I can use, in this case I can use numeric instead of int or big int. Okay. So let me execute this. Select and execute. Now I have added 2 more columns to my existing table. Okay, so first I have created table with some columns. Later I have added the columns by using add column names. Column name data type, comma column name data type. Now you can see here. So sp underscore help is a system stored procedure which is used to give the details about the table or any object. Yeah. Here above I have created. So I have a command here, alter table table name. Yeah, this is command. By using this, for my existing table I added new columns. If I execute again, it will throw error. Why? Because we have already columns, same columns available, so we cannot insert duplicate column names again. Yeah, you can put a different name. So let's say I have address and zip. Let's say location. Okay, where care of when. Okay, so new column is going to add to my table, employee table. So if you see here, so you can see here definition of the table. Okay, so I have added new column location to existing table. So alter, if you want to modify schema of the table or definition of the table, then you can go for alter. So if you want to create a new one, then you can go for table. So if I create again, I'll throw, server throws error since already table is there. So there is object, already an object named employee. So you cannot create same table name again. There is no duplicate table names in the database, and there is no duplicate column names in the table. Okay, so I cannot again create same column to table. Okay, since this you can see here column names in each table must be unique. Okay, now you can see how data types here. See, integer I have declared employee number, it is 4. Okay, varchar of 100 I have given 100 characters you can use. Okay, numeric of numeric, if you give automatically the length is 9 bytes it is going to occupy. Tiny int, it is 1 okay, 1 byte. NVarchar, we have given 200 but the space occupying 400, so each character occupies 2 bytes. Varchar and character data types, I mean char and varchar, it is going to occupy one character to 1 byte, but nvarchar, it is going to occupy one character to 2 bytes memory. Okay, zip, so I have given length is 6, right? So that's why, that's why we are getting. So based on your space, the digits, number of digits, the length will be there. Okay, so I think if you give 19 or 20, so the length of numeric is going to increase. Okay, so if you go for zip, so we are going to insert 6 characters, 6 digits. So same way location we can use 10. Okay, so we have created our table. So if you want to see data, right now we don't have any data, we have not inserted data. Select star from employee. So if you see, so we can execute this employee, employee name, salary, department number, like this. So there is no data, only the metadata you are getting here. So if you want to insert data, you need to go for DML commands. Okay. Anyway, if you want to drop any column, let's say I want to drop column. So we are not dropping the table, only column dropping, right? So table definition is going to change. So let's see. So that we need to use alter command only for dropping columns. Alter table, table name, employee. So drop column, we are dropping column, right? So we need to use drop column, column name. So which column if you want to drop, location or address, so we can drop address. Okay, you no need to mention data type. Okay, so let's see, if you want to increase size of the columns, or if you want to change data type of the columns. Okay, I want to change zip to varchar, or location size. If I want to increase, I can increase. Okay, now my columns also existing columns. Okay, but I want to change, I mean, data type or size of the column. Okay, what I can do, alter table employee table name, alter column. So before, if you want to add new column, you can add by using add command, add keyword. Okay, alter table name, alter column name. Now zip, I can, before it was numeric, right? Now I am changing to varchar of 6. Okay, I cannot change at a time two columns with the same alter statement. Let's say I want to change location size also. Location data type and varchar of 50. Let's see. So you can see error here. Okay, so it is not allowing. Or let's try here. Syntax. So execute here. So syntax error. Okay. So what you can do? You can use same command, and you can write that column alter statement separately. So, but addition of the multiple columns we can do with the same alter statement. Okay, here I can add multiple statements. I mean multiple columns at a time by using alter keyword. Okay, but NGR int manager number int. So I can add at a time. So it won't throw. But at the time of alter columns, you need to have separate alter statement for each syntax. Okay. So I can alter. So if you see before, uh, zip is numeric. Okay. Location is varchar. So and size I am changing. Okay. Before it was 10. Now my metadata is going to change here. Execute this. Now you can see uh, data type and size, you can see. So before it was numeric, now I have updated by using alter column. Okay, so we have also seen how we can drop the columns. Okay, so let's one drop table. If you want to drop table, table name. Column means alter table name, drop column name. But if you want to drop the table, drop table name. Employee. So I can drop the table. If you refresh here, so you cannot see any table now, since we already dropped here. Okay. So now I'll recreate again my statement. Okay. Now table already created. Okay. So you got it right? How to create tables. Okay, tables, and how we can alter, or how we can add new columns, how we can drop the column, how we can modify the data type of the column or size of the column by using alter column definition. Okay, so these are any object. Now we have worked with the table. So if you want to create other object, so like create view, view name. Okay, create table name. So view definition will be different. So we no need to have columns and data types here. View is the purpose of view is different. Okay, it is storing query. So Let's say create view name employee as select from. Okay, it is employee. So if you see under views, it is going to create. So it is acting as a table, but not actually. So it is just storing our select query. Okay, if you select star from, it is acting as a table. It is like virtual table. So if you use select star, backend, it is query is running. Okay, so it is, that's why we are saying it is a virtual table. View is a virtual table. Okay, we will discuss when views topics comes. We will discuss what is purpose, how we can, what are types. Okay, that we can see later. So any object we can create by using create statement, or if you want to alter. So I have created already. So if I want to change, so alter view name. Now I can use where class where department number or location equal to Bangalore. Right now I don't have data, but when you execute this query, select star from view, automatically only Bangalore related employee details you can get. Okay. So if you see view definition, now we can just you can right click here, script view, create to new query editor window. So this is workspace where we can run our queries. Okay, so now I can get whatever we have created definition that you can take here. Okay, just right click, you can script view as create new query editor window, or if you want to save in file, you can save that script. Okay, right now, so even table also you have created, right? So that script also, if you want to execute same script in other database or other server, you can execute. Okay, script table create new query editor window. Right now, my employee table in SQL Server DB. I want to create in different server. Okay, so employee practice server. Practice database. So I can execute. I'm sorry. So it is pointing to right now. You can change practice where you want to execute. So it is going to execute. Already table is there, existing table. That's why it is not allowing. So maybe if you want to with the same script, we can add employee one. Okay, so I can create employee one table in practice database. So you no need to create manually again. So once you created same object you want to create in other server or other database, you can take script. So right click, script table as, if it is view or if it is procedure, same. Okay, script table as create to new editor window. Okay, so you can create anywhere. You can change your database. Okay, name. Then you can execute in that database. Okay. There are other ways also. If you want to execute the entire database object, that is also. So let's say I have here n number of tables I have. Okay. We see here I have more than one. I cannot take each and every time script for each table, right? So what I can do, I can right click and task. Here we have generate scripts. Automatically we can generate all the scripts. Okay, and let's see, I'll show you. So where you want to see, I want to only if you want all scripts, you can create like this. Okay, so but I want to take only specific scripts, like only tables I want. Okay, I can take views ddl like this, only tables I want. So we can take in we can create our scripts in some drive. Okay, disk. Okay. mm, place. So save to file. All scripts will be single file. If you want, you can create. Or each object you want separate files, you can select this one. Okay, both are same. Okay, where you want to store this? Okay, so let me store in on my desktop. Okay, SQL. Good morning. SQL script. So in single file, all tables will be create table scripts will be there. So here you need to mention. Okay, again. So only create you want, drop and recreate you want. Only schema. If you want data also you can get. Okay, insert statement you can generate. Okay. So data only means only insert script you can get. So schema, if you want only schema you can get. Okay, schema and data means create and insert statement both we can get. Okay, now schema only I am getting. So the remaining option we can see later. So script use database. So use database you want, then you can use. I have written here use database, right? Automatically when you take script, create new query editor window. Here I am getting this command, right? If you want this command as well, right now I don't want. Why? Because every time I no need to change, right? So I want to execute in practice database same table scripts. So every time I need to change that one. So that's why I don't want now, but usual case we can use. Okay, now I don't want use database command. Okay, so you want to drop and recreate. If already any table is there, you can take, you can drop and recreate, no problem. So like this. So it is going to store in that location. So automatically scripts are going to generate. Okay, if you see here in single file, we are creating this script. Open in notepad. So now you can see here alter table, whatever they have done. Okay, all scripts. So you can say create table. Okay, here are the table. So like this all tables I have. So I can open double click, it will open here. So I want to execute this in practice database. Okay, I can execute. Drop constraints. So again here foreign key, primary key constraints are there. So that's why you want to execute because it does not exist. Okay, like this we can generate the scripts, no problem. So later we will discuss. Okay. Mm. Okay. Now if you want to insert data, we need to have DML commands. So DML commands we have insert, update, delete. Okay. So insert means you can insert the data into table. Insert into table name, employee, values. Or if you want to specify column names, particular columns only, you can use column name. Let me see schema. So if you are giving all column values to all column, then you no need to specify column name. Only particular columns only values only. If I want to insert employee name emp name salary location. So only I want to insert these details values. So how many columns are there? Those many values I need to insert. So employee number, so it is integer. Okay, you no need to mention in single quotes. But character and date data types we should enter in single quotes. Okay, employee name, salary, something 7,000. Location, Bangalore. అయిపోతుంది. Hello. Okay, so one row inserted. Okay. We can insert your data. Okay, so if you see here, one record inserted with values. So if you don't insert any values to any columns, so system automatically insert the value null. So if you want, you can also manually insert null values. Let's say I can insert into employee values. So I can insert 101. So salary. So in this case, with the same sequence I need to insert. Okay. Before I can insert employee number first, employee name. If you specify columns, okay, in same sequence you need to insert values also. Okay. So here department number 10 I want. Okay. So 10 manager. That. So like this you can insert the values. Okay. In this case, you need to insert all values. Let's say I want to insert the other value. So I don't know salary of the person 1 or 2. Okay, I can manually insert null values. If you don't know, you can insert manually null value. Okay, okay. Select here and execute. Now you can see data. So if you don't specify values, system automatically insert null value, or if you want, you can manually also insert null value. Null is undefined value. It is not zero or blank or a space. Okay, we don't know. Infinity we know, right? So same way, infinite or undefined value, unknown value. Okay, so we don't know right now, but maybe it can be something. Okay, so the null here is not same as here. The null here not same as this. Okay, we cannot compare one null with another null. Okay, so null. Okay, so 1 or 2 null manually inserted. Here I have inserted all the details. Here only specific values I have inserted. So remaining automatically system inserted null values. Okay. So like this we can insert the data. Let's say if I want to, I know now values of this particular employee. Okay, department number. I can update. So update table name. So which table? Employee. So on which column you are updating? Set. Okay, set column name. So DEPT number equal to 20. Let's say. So if I do this, so it is going to update entire column here. Okay, but I want to update specific rows. Okay, so I want to only update based on row. Okay, so where we need to I mean find out such a way uniqueness should be there in rows. Okay, so employee number is a primary key I am treating, so that is not having any duplicate records. So employee number equal to 100. So only 100 record we have in this. For this department number is going to update. Okay, so if you want to update multiple multiple columns also you can update with the same update statement. So mgr equal to, I want to update let's say give same number also fine. Yeah. Okay, now if you see select star from employee, so it is updated. Okay, so same way you can also update based on one or two employee. I'm going to update uh, salary, right? Salary equal to 9,000. So I can update the particular column. Okay, so I can update. So if I want to delete is but any of the employee, I can delete. So you can always work with the data. You cannot change anything metadata by using this insert, update, delete. Only metadata can be changed by using create, alter, drop. Okay, but data you can update, delete data. So it is data, right? These three rows. So that we can delete, update, or insert by using DML commands. Delete from table name employee. So if I use entire data is going to delete it. Only specific records where employee number equal to 100. If I want to delete, I can delete. Okay, now if you see, okay, so record one 100 is deleted. Okay, so like this we can delete our data. So these are syntax. Okay, we need to follow same syntax. Okay, there is no option, or if you miss any syntax it will throw error. Okay, so we will see tomorrow. Okay, so we have constraints how we can define on the table level or column level. Okay, that we will see. So we have different types of constraints. You can see in Google if you want constraints. So we have not null, primary key, unique key, foreign key, check, default. So like this we have constraints. So identity is one of the sequence numbers we can generate. Okay, we will see that. Okay, These are the constraint. We will discuss this constraint in next class tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So today class detail I'll share with you. Okay. So any doubts here? Okay. Data types we have discussed, and DDL commands. Okay. And DML commands we have discussed with a small example. So we will see constraints. So later we will see other function, I mean built-in functions or operators that we can see later. Okay, right now you can focus on data types and DDL and DML commands. Okay.